Dear students, welcome to My Dream Academy, Dilshanagar. Today we will discuss moving charge magnetism. This is one of the most important topic in for NEET and JEE mains and MCET. Okay, weightage of this chapter is for mains purpose 1 or 2 questions and NEET 2 to 3 questions, for MCET 2 to 3 questions. Okay, so this is the most important topic and easy topic. So let us discuss about this moving charge magnetism. This is a second year physics topic. Okay, now, so if we consider one charge, charge Q, which is at rest position, charge is at rest. Now it induces only magnetic field around, it induces only electric field around it. A rest charge induces only electric field around it, which means E naught equals to 0. It induces electric field only. Now what is the induced magnetic field? So magnetic field induced by the rest charge is 0. So rest charge induces only, rest charge induces only electric field around it, around it. So what is the magnetic field? Now magnetic field induced by the rest charge is 0. Magnetic field induced by the rest charge, magnetic field induced by the rest charge, rest charge is 0. There is no magnetic field due to the rest charge. Now only electric field is induced. Now the characteristics of rest charge, which is at rest position, the characteristics of rest charge is called electrostatics. Already we have discussed in electrostatics. Now if the charge is moving some velocity, the same charge is moving some velocity v. Now it induces both electric and magnetic field around it. Moving charge induces both electric field, E naught equals 0 means it induced around the moving charge, and magnetic field is also, magnetic field is not equals to 0 means magnetic field is also induces. Now rest charge induces only electric field. Now the induced magnetic field by the rest charge is 0. When it is moving some velocity, now moving charge induces magnetic field. Moving charge induces both electric and magnetic fields, around it, Now magnetic field is induced due to the moving charge. That's why this chapter is named as moving charge magnetism. When charge is moving, a magnetic field is produced, so that is called moving charge magnetism. Okay, so now let us discuss, we have to discuss what is the magnetic field, what is the induced magnetic field, magnitude of induced magnetic field induction due to the moving charge. Now what is the best example for moving charge? The best example for moving charge is electric current. Now electric current means the flow of charge carrier. The flow of charge carrier is called electric current. Okay, if the charge is moving, suppose consider a conductor charge is moving, that is considered as a current carrying conductor. Now the best example for moving charge is electric current. So from this we can say that now a current carrying conductor, now consider one current carrying conductor, it induces magnetic field around it. There is no induced magnetic field along the axial line of the conductor. There is no magnetic field along the axial line of the conductor. Now magnetic field is not induced on the conductor or along the axial line of the conductor. The magnetic field induced only around the conductor. Suppose consider this one current carrying conductor. The magnetic field is induced. Okay, magnetic field is induced around it. There is no magnetic field along the length of conductor or along the axial line of the conductor. Okay, so here moving charge induces both electric field, magnetic field. Now what is the best example for moving charge? That is electric current. So electric current means current, flow of charge, flow of rate of charge carrier, that is electric current. Now so here from this we can say that every current carrying conductor induces magnetic field around it. Now there is no, remember one point, there is no magnetic field, induced magnetic field along the length of conductor. It induces along the length of conductor, which means along the axial line of the conductor, there is no magnetic field. Magnetic field induced around the conductor. Okay, so now here magnetic field is induced. Now what is a magnetic field, whether it is vector or scalar? Induced magnetic field is a vector. Field means that is a vector. Sorry. Now magnetic field induced due to the current carrying conductor, already we got discussed. Now field, it is a vector. Magnetic field is a vector. Every vector has both direction and magnitude. Okay, now this vector magnetic field B is a vector. It has magnitude and direction. So direction, what is the direction of this induced magnetic field, and what is the magnitude of induced magnetic field? B, induced magnetic field, that is B. So here we have to measure what is the direction of this induced magnetic field, what is the magnitude of induced magnetic field. Okay, now to measure the induced direction of induced magnetic field, we are using right hand thumb rule. By using right hand thumb rule, we can find out the direction of induced magnetic field. Now magnitude, how can we measure the magnitude of induced magnetic field? So by using Biot-Savart's law, Ampere's law, we can measure the magnitude of induced magnetic field. Okay, so here every current element induces magnetic field around it. That is actually explained by the Oersted experiment. Okay, now this magnetic field is a vector. Every vector has both magnitude and direction. So here, what is the direction of induced magnetic field due to the current carrying conductor? Now what is the magnitude of induced magnetic field? How much magnetic field is induced around the conductor? So we have to measure these two. First of all, discuss about this right hand thumb rule. Now right hand thumb rule. So what is the use of this right hand thumb rule? So to measure the induced magnetic field around the current carrying conductor, due to the current carrying conductor. Now in this right hand thumb rule, consider right hand, and this always stretch like this. Thumb is stretched along the straight line, so fingers are bent. Okay, so like this. These are the curled fingers and this is the thumb. Okay, so in this magnetic field, currents may be linear current or circular current. Conductor may be along the straight line, so that currents are called linear currents. If the conductor is in a circular path, those currents are called circular currents. Let us discuss. First one is linear currents. Linear currents means linear currents. Now current carrying conductor is along the straight line. So in this case, okay, consider this right hand, okay, right hand, and stretch these fingers like this and stretch this thumb along this direction. Okay, so in this case, linear currents. Now arrange this thumb, okay, arrange this thumb along the direction of current, along the direction of current. Okay, now curled fingers gives the direction of magnetic field. So here arrange this thumb, okay, along the direction of current. Okay, so now before going to this one, consider the magnetic field is inside. If the magnetic field B is inside the board, that is considered inside the board. If the magnetic field is inside the board, that is considered into. Magnetic field B is outside, that is indicated by dot. So into means inside the board, magnetic field is inside, like this, inside. If the magnetic field outside, that is indicates simply dot. Okay, so if one is considered positive, automatically another one will become opposite direction, means negative. Inside, if the magnetic field is inside, that is indicates with a symbol X. If the magnetic field is outside, that is indicates with a dot. Okay, inside fields are considered positive, then outside fields will become negative. Okay, so now consider here, work at one straight line, okay, straight wire, current carrying conductor, simply we can say straight wire. This is a one current carrying conductor. Okay, we now every current element induces magnetic field around it. So it induces magnetic field around it. Now this is one current carrying conductor, it induces magnetic field, okay, around it. Now this is one current carrying conductor carrying a current of 4 direction, it induces magnetic field around it. So what is the induced magnetic field? Direction of induced magnetic field in this plane. So what is the direction of magnetic field? Now again, what is the direction of magnetic field in this plane? So we have to measure. By using this right hand thumb rule, we can measure the direction of induced magnetic field. Now consider right hand. Now this stretch this thumb along the straight line and curl fingers like this, bend this like this. So arrange this, okay, arrange this thumb along the direction of current. Then curl fingers gives automatically, the curl fingers gives the direction of magnetic field. So see here, this arrange this thumb along the direction of current, then curl fingers. The curl fingers in this board is inside like this. Now this is the current carrying conductor, curl fingers like this, inside the board. So what is the direction of magnetic field in this plane? The direction of magnetic field in this plane is inside. Inside means that is indicated by into. Okay, what is the magnetic field in this plane? Okay, what is the direction of magnetic field in this plane? Now arrange this thumb along the direction of current, then curl fingers gives the direction of magnetic field. Okay, so arrange this along the direction of current. What is the direction of curl fingers? Outside the board. Okay, they are outside the board. Now the magnetic field, this entire plane, okay, anywhere at any point in this entire plane, the magnetic field is outside. That outside is indicated by dot. Okay, so in this plane, what is the direction of magnetic field? Inside. What is the direction of magnetic field in this plane? Outside. So here arrange this thumb along the direction of conductor, magnetic field is outside in this plane. Now in this plane, what is the direction of magnetic field? Inside. Okay, if current is carrying a 4 direction. So consider another conductor. So now the current is, direction of current is downward direction. This one current carrying conductor or wire, open wire. Okay, now carrying a current I. Again, this is one current carrying conductor. So every current element induces magnetic field around it. Now the magnetic field is induced around it. So what is the direction of induced magnetic field in this plane and in this plane? We have to measure the direction of induced magnetic field. So by using this right hand thumb rule, we can measure the direction of magnetic field. Okay, again consider this right hand. Now stretch the thumb along the straight line, curl fingers, arrange these curl fingers along the direction of current. So we have to arrange this thumb along the direction of current, then curl fingers gives the direction of magnetic field. So in this plane, so here the curl fingers are inside the board. Okay, arrange this thumb along the direction of current, the curl fingers are inside the board. What is the direction of magnetic field in this plane? Inside. So the direction of magnetic field is inside. Inside means indicated by into. Inside is the magnetic field is inside. Now what is the direction of magnetic field in this plane? Okay, in this entire plane is B, inside. Now what is the direction of magnetic field in this plane? So again arrange this thumb along the direction of current, then curl fingers gives the direction of magnetic field. Arrange like this. Now curl fingers are outside here. Okay, this is the current carrying conductor, thumb is along the current direction, curl fingers are outside. So the direction of magnetic field, so in this plane is outside, curl fingers are outside the board. Now the magnetic field in this plane is outside. Outside means that is indicated by dot. Okay, by using this right hand thumb rule, we can measure the direction of induced magnetic field. So here we are consider only linear currents. If the currents are circular, okay, circular means the current carrying conductor is in circular shape. So what is the magnetic field, induced magnetic field due to this those circular currents? Okay. Okay, so next one is for circular currents. If currents are circular, wire is circular shape, circular currents. So in this case, what is the direction of induced magnetic field for circular currents? Now consider one current carrying conductor like this. This is a current carrying conductor carrying a current I in clockwise direction like this. Now, every current element, according to the Oersted experiment, a current element or current carrying conductor induces some magnetic field. Okay. So, what is the direction of magnetic field due to the circular current? So, here in this case, we have to arrange this one thumb. Okay. So, here in this right hand thumb rule, now the straight line, along the straight line. So, along the straight line is thumb, curled fingers. Okay. So, these are along this direction. Arrange these curled fingers along the direction of current. Okay. Curled fingers. Curled fingers. Arrange this. Arrange along the direction of current. Okay, along the direction of current. And so thumb gives direction of induced magnetic field. Okay. So in case of circular currents, okay, so now this is the right hand thumb rule. Now what are the current is in circular shape? So in this right hand, now circular shape are curled fingers. These curled fingers are arranged along the direction of current, then thumb gives the direction of magnetic field. Arrange this along the direction of current. So current is like this, along this direction. Okay, arrange these curled fingers like this. So arrange these curled fingers along the direction of current. So in this case, what is the direction of thumb? Thumb gives the direction of magnetic field. Magnetic field is inside the board. So current is like this. Okay, arrange these curled fingers along the direction of current. Now thumb is inside the board. Now the induced magnetic field in this case is inside. Inside means inside. Similarly, current is in opposite direction, anti-clockwise direction like this. Now this is one current carrying conductor. Now the current is along this direction, opposite direction or anti-clockwise direction. Now what is the induced magnetic field due to this current coil, okay, at the center. Now what is the direction of induced magnetic field? Now arrange these curled fingers along the direction of current. Okay, curled fingers, arrange this along the direction of current, then thumb gives the direction of magnetic field like this. Okay, arrange these curled fingers, current direction. Now thumb is in this case outside. So what is the direction of magnetic field? Outside. Okay, so here the magnetic field is outside. Outside is indicated by dot like this. This B is outside. Okay, so if current is in circular shape, okay, so curled fingers arranged along the direction of current and thumb gives the direction of magnetic field. Now current is in clockwise direction like this. Now arrange these curled fingers along the direction of current, then thumb gives the direction of magnetic field. Now in this case the magnetic field is inside. If current is in anti-clockwise direction, now again arrange these curled fingers along the direction of current. Now this is the current direction. Arrange these curled fingers like this. Then thumb is outside in this case. Now what is the induced magnetic field? That is the outside. Okay. So this right hand thumb rule. By using this right hand thumb rule, we can measure the direction of induced magnetic field due to the current carrying conductor. Okay. Okay, we have discussed about the direction of induced magnetic field. Let us see how can we measure the magnitude of induced magnetic field. To measure the magnitude of induced magnetic field, we are using Biot-Savart's law. Biot-Savart's law. So what is the use of this Biot-Savart's law? To find the magnitude of induced magnetic field. To find the magnitude of induced magnetic field. The magnitude of induced magnetic field. So this is the main use of this Biot-Savart's law. Now to find the magnitude of induced magnetic field, now consider one current element. Every current element induces some magnetic field around it. So current element, current wire or current conductor, we can consider any shape, either random shape, either straight line, circular shape, okay, any shape. Now I have considered one conductor, so like this, in this shape. Now what is the current passing through this conductor? That is I current is passing through this conductor. So conductor means maybe very long conductor here. So due to this conductor, what is the magnetic field, induced magnetic field? The magnitude of induced magnetic field at some particular distance or Okay, so we have to measure the induced magnetic field at a distance r from the current carrying conductor. So here conductor is very long. Okay, we need not consider the entire length. Okay, simply consider a small elemental length. Now that elemental length or length of that conductor is considered element of that conductor dl. Now the same current is passing through this element. So dl length. Now what is the current passing through this element? That is also a same current is passing here. Okay, now due to the small elemental length, now what is the induced magnetic field? The induced magnetic field is also very small, that is indicated by small means dB, that is indicated by dB. So due to the entire conductor, the magnetic field is B, total magnetic field. Due to the small element, now the magnetic field is also small, that is small indicates dB. So what is the magnitude of this magnetic field at a distance r from the current carrying conductor? Okay, it is depends on some factors. The magnetic field at this point at a distance r is depends on dB. Now magnetic field at a distance r from the current element, that is directly proportional to the current element. So what is the current element? dl. What is the current carrying here? L. So the magnetic field, induced magnetic field at this point, that is depends on the product of current and length, ideal current element, and dB is directly proportional to the sine angle. Sine angle means this position vector r makes an angle theta with length of conductor. Okay, so magnetic field at this point is directly proportional to the sine angle, sine theta, and the magnetic field, induced magnetic field at this point is directly proportional to the 1 by r square, or inversely proportional to the square of distance. If distance is increases, then magnetic field is decreases. Okay, now the magnetic field at a distance r from the current carrying conductor is depends on some factors. It is directly proportional to the current element, that is ideal. It is directly proportional to the sine angle of this position vector, okay, sine angle, and the magnetic field at this point inversely proportional to the square of distance. 1 by dB is directly proportional to 1 by r square. Okay, now from these three equations we can write dB is directly proportional to ideal sine theta by r square. Okay, that is a magnetic field. Now dB, that is equals to, after removing this proportionality symbol, we have to write one constant in case of magnetic field. So magnetic field, in case of magnetic field, that is proportionality constant is mu naught by 4 pi. Mu naught means permeability, magnetic permeability in free space or air. Okay, magnetic permeability into ideal sine theta by r square. This is the induced magnetic field due to the current carrying conductor at a distance r from the conductor. Okay, so this is a small element. Due to the small element, what is the induced magnetic field at a distance r? That is dB equals to mu naught by 4 pi into ideal sine theta by r square. To measure the total magnetic field at this point, okay, due to the entire conductor, current carrying conductor, what is the magnetic field induced at this point? So to measure the total magnetic field or magnetic field due to the entire current carrying conductor, we have to integrate. Okay, integration of dB, that is equals to integration of mu naught I by 4 pi ideal sine theta by r square. So dl sine theta by r square. So this we can write outside of integration. Integral dB value is b. We can write outside of integration mu naught I by 4 pi because it is a constant. Okay, dl sine theta by r square, that is the induced magnetic field at a distance r from the current carrying conductor. So due to the entire conductor, what is the magnetic field induced? So that value is mu naught I by 4 pi into dl sine theta by r square. So simply magnitude. If you write this same formula in vector notation, already we know what is a cross product A cross B, that is equals to magnitude of A into magnitude of B. Okay, so that is into sine theta, that is a cross product A cross B value. Okay, so if we consider dl cross r cap, dl cross r cap, so the same formula cross product we can write dl magnitude of dl magnitude of r cap sin theta. So what is the value of magnitude of r cap? R cap means it is a unit vector. The magnitude of unit vector always equals to 1. Now r cap value will become 1. Now what will get? dl sin theta. Okay, so what is the dl sin theta value? dl cross r cap. Now we have a formula value dl sin theta. Instead of this dl sin theta we can write dl cross r cap. Now the same formula we can write like this: the magnetic field vector, so B is equals to mu naught I by 4 pi into dl sin theta value is dl cross r cap by r square. Okay, so this is another form of magnetic field at a distance r from the current carrying conductor. Okay, we now, what is r cap? Unit vector. How can we define the unit vector? R cap, that is equals, we can write vector r by magnitude of r. Okay, now substitute this r cap value in this equation, then we will get same value in another form, mu naught I by 4 pi. So integral dl cross, okay, dl cross r cap values r by r, already this is r square into r, that value is B equals to mu naught I by 4 pi integral dl cross r by r cube. So this is another form. This is a previous NEET and MSET question. Okay, so a previous NEET question. Here r vector r, the denominator should be r cube. If it is r cap, that should be r square. Only the magnitude r square. If it is in terms of r bar, r vector r, so that should be r cube. Okay, so it is in terms of r cap, the denominator should be r square. Remember this difference. Okay, so this is a previous NEET question. Okay.